Alright, that should be back in order. Oh. Thanks for the assistance, Panther.
Hopefully I did that quick enough.
Yeah, people wouldn't be able to see the whole thing. Alright, I am now on the inside. Front row access to these Division 1 semifinals.
Welcome everyone, we're about to start. This is the lag test. Speaking is Panther, and with me tonight is Cephislov.
Designated by this voice here. Tonight's game will feature a large effort to not butcher all of the Orcas' names. And the early sights from the lag test tell us that the game is going to end in a tie and nobody wins. You may all now go home. Alright, it looks like we are almost ready. I believe Uranus to be incredibly concerned. The Orcas are going to spam halfway through, and we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the game has begun.
Vamos!
Benjamin is going to take kickoff. Mr. Sile going in for the clear. He gets it, and ends up blocking the shot himself. Got a second clear from the Orcas, looking for a counterattack from Uranus, and Java gets it forward, but Mr. Style pushes it right back. Looks like Uranus tries to transition to defense, and they do. Pinderhill going for the clear again. Gets it, trying to get it down to tactical, right in front of the goal. But Layla is there to break it up. Oh, and the ball is sitting directly in front of the goal. Dooley gets a save.
Good power there by Dooley saving that.
Absolutely. Uranus gets it cleared out, luckily. A very tight start thus far. Orcas getting a lot of penetration early. Uranus needs to tighten up the defense or they're about to get scored on.
But Uranus with a breakaway here. Java with the nice clear. First score of the game.
And that puts Uranus up 1-0. Fun fact, Layla would be an Orc Cloud Octopi had I not beaten Uranus by 1 point earlier in the season. Orcas pushing again with a lot of offensive pressure. This is kind of their saving grace as far as every game they've ever played this season. Unless Uranus can keep causing those disruptions, eventually it's going to wear on them. Oh, wonderful save by Java.
That was more of a miss, man. Pet hit the post there.
Oh, yeah, but Java was in the defensive position. It was a combination. Both things happened. All right, Dooley pressing. Gets it to the corner. Tactical trying to break it out. Buki cannot get it forward. Orcas pushing once again. Laylo looking for the clear. Just barely gets it above tactical. That could have been a goal really easily. Java once again pulling it forward. Does not get the X. But a good boost gives them possession back. And they're pushing once again. Orcas are now on the counter-attack. Tactical takes the ball. Buki goes in for a clear.
Nice pass, isn't it? Uranus with Pedrinho with the score.
And here you start to see the Orcas' offensive possession starting to wear on Uranus a little bit. If you don't have bump control on the Orcas, they just start to rattle off goals really fast, which might start happening here. Mr. Style goes in for the clear, gets it on 2 of the Uranus members. Layla tries to get it out, and Pedro brings it right back in. Shot on target for Tip. Great clear by Java. Tip goes in for the finish, and it looks like Java gets the finish.
Nice clear by Tip there for the easy goal.
Like in most games of Hacksball, we're starting to see the bumps are going to be the thing that's going to win or lose this game for both teams.
Uranus is starting to pull away here. Got a 2-score lead.
As we know, anything within 5 goals has the potential of it going away real fast. Still great offensive pressure from the Orcas. That is their strength, and that gets some easy goals like that one there. Java getting a lot of disruption early in this game, keeping Uranus in it for sure. Oh, they try and get the clear, but it does not happen. And this game is tied up once again.
Bounces it off Java there. Nice shot. His second score of the game.
I'm glad you have access to stats, because I am not keeping track. Uranus starting to push here. Java trying to get it clear, can't get past Mr. Style. Gives it a nice push forward opportunity for Boogie.
Tip, nice shot. Nice shot there by Tip moving backwards.
Oh, it's a great counter opportunity by Uranus. Java gets the clear, trying to keep it on their side. Mr. Styles tries to push it forward. I think he's going to get it. He does. Trying to get it up. Safe corner by Uranus. Java, again, giving a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to push the ball back to the other side.
Strong X there. That was a nice strong X. Brazilians are notorious for that.
Well, as many know, the Brazilian style of play is much more prone to just ball control and making your shots. The counter I found for any team like the Orcas is what we've seen from Uranus early on, is to keep up bump control, like you're going to see from Java right here.
Absolutely. Last 10 seconds of the game, still trying to make something happen, dribbling down the field.
Dooley misses next. That would have
been
Pedrinho!
Shot. Sweet shot with Uranus all over him as third of the period.
See if Uranus can answer fast. They cannot. That was a wild X miss from Dooley that gave the Orcas that final shot opportunity. And that puts the Orcas up 1 going into the second period of game 1.
Kuduro!
That's what I'm saying. The focus for Uranus going into this next period is going to be being able to control them on offensive, defensive bumps. That gives you the numbers, and that gives you the advantage against a team like this. You don't want to get into a shootout with the Orcas by any means. What's notable about this matchup is since El Fabiano cannot play tonight, he is a major factor in the defensive positioning for Orcas. And the transition offense becomes much stronger when he's in the game.
You make a great point. They're missing their second best player, arguably.
A lot of bump control right now for Uranus.
Oh, and that's nice pass there. Tip.
Dooley misses the clears. Java is causing so much damage right now. Java gets it forward once again to Buffon.
Nice
Dooley's got a front clear. He does not get it.
Nice.
And a lucky team clear by the Orcas for Uranus to give the easy goal opportunity.
Good persistence there by Buffon.
Never give up on a play. Never give up on a play, Panther. Oh, almost a blunder. Buki gets the save. They've not gotten it forward safely. Oh, we're in a dangerous position. Orcas trying to get it forward. Uranus trying to counter. Position switching back and forth. Java gets it forward. Tip gets no bumps out of it. Oh, and Buffon just shoots over the ball. Can't get it.
Oh. Tip.
That's just one of those mental blunders that happens. Couldn't go up, couldn't go down, hesitated, easy goal.
Well said.
We've all had that one go down like that. Oh, Buffon gets a great steal, and it's going to be an easy finish. Get some karma back from that the easy goal they just gave up. Game is tied up right now, I believe.
Correct.
6-6.
Tied game. It's definitely a lot tighter than I expected it to be. Uranus looks impressive out there, actually.
Uranus has played the Orcas tight all season. I talked to Tip beforehand. He mentioned some of that. Especially without El Fabiano, it's a little bit of a different team and a little bit more manageable. And the Uranus was playing really, really strong. It was a really tight game between us and them at the end of the season. So both, I believe, Uranus and Titan are in the best form they've been all season, despite their records. And the Orcas perhaps are on a little bit of a downslope as the teams start to adjust to their play style.
Oh, goals open, nice shot by Tip. Perfect angle there. 2-goal lead.
Here you see Uranus getting all the clears they want, getting the easy shots, and that's how you build a lead, especially against the Orcas. You see on contact, the two forwards for the Uranus are going for bumps immediately. Buffon gets a nice front clear, tries to get it forward, gets it off the wall. Great dub by Buffon, some forward pressure. Need a clear, they didn't get it. Oh, I think Buffon should have dropped it and got the clear. If they not get a break anyway, they do. Mr. Style tried to adjust and could not. And we have our first time out of the game. Orcas trying to adjust. Saying things in a language I do not know. We'll see if the temporary break can bring them back into it. Oh, a bunch of team books from the Orcas. Uranus might get a counterattack. No! Uranus team bumps themselves and gives up the goal. I want to start getting sloppy. Uranus starting not starting to get the clears they need.
Oh. Nice ref shot right there. Barely got it in by a hairline.
That's why you shoot with as much power as possible. You never know when that's going to happen. A Tip gets an early 2-on-1. He can't do anything about it. Great pickup by Buki on the top half to get the angle. Oh, great pressure, great weight. Fantastic pickoff. That's how you want to use your kickoffs in this game. Get easy goals. Don't give them time to adjust. Easiest way to get number matchups are off the kickoff. Oh, we have a lot of clears going on by the Orcas. Trying to get the pressure, they can't do it. Dooley has the ball forward. We'll see if they can capitalize. The post by Java. Tip trying to position the ball, get it clear. Does a fantastic job to push the ball forward. Oh, Penn could not get the angle. Now another counterattack by Uranus. Java trying to get it in. Tactical has a great save. Tip with the follow through. Misses the X and gets the goal.
Soft X. That counts.
I guess that's what we would call a layup in Space Bounce. The spirit of the NBA playoffs. It looks like we got 30 seconds left in this period. Uranus trying to push a little bit more into the lead.
They can do it. Open net, Tip, strong X.
Oh, great positioning. Buki used the post to get right back in defensive position.
I think Dooley bumps him into the ball there. 10 seconds left.
A lot of hustle by both teams right now. You're going to try and keep it safe. Tactical trying to push it in. Great last second save by Tip, maintaining the lead.
Wow, this isn't even... This wasn't even a close period. 4-goal lead that period, and Uranus has a 3-goal lead overall.
It's 11-8 in favor of Uranus. You saw some of the adjustments made. Once they started to get those bumps, you get a lot of control, and that's when you can build a bit of a lead. If Uranus can take this first game, they have a very good chance to finish out the series. The vast majority of the season, the Orcas have played from ahead, played with big goal leads, scored more than anybody else in the league. I'm not sure they're going to be entirely comfortable trying to play catch-up. The inside, I'm hoping just a little bit, that Uranus gives up this lead, as I gave up my lead to Uranus. But that's my completely unbiased commentary. Anyway, third period is kicked off. End of game 1. Orcas do not get a positive possession. Uranus on the counterattack. Buffon's a lead blocker, gets Buki out of the way. Tip blocks. Nobody follow up on the ball. Tactical's going to try and get it forward, but Java gets him pressured in. Buki gets a clear. He's got space. He might finish it. No, Tip for the save. Oh, almost gets it down to Tactical, but not quite far enough of the cross. Buffon looking to push it forward. Buki over adjusts. Drinho gets the pressure, does not get the angle. Tip's got a 2-on-1 to get it forward. He does. Tactical's overextended. They might get an easy goal off of this if Java can get through. Great adjustment.
Nice
great
shot
angle
by Java.
It's up 12-8 in favor of Uranus.
Store is complaining of lag now. Let's see ping check.
Looks like only Lookman is capping out at 999. Most of the Orcas are below 300.
Yeah,
I think they're just getting a little shaken.
Store is at 144.
Ping seems fine for this room. I don't think that's a factor right now. Uranus getting a lot of positive pressure. If they just keep this up and start, even if you go 500 exchanging goals, you're going to get a win like this.
Oh!
Fantastic clear by Buffon. Possibly, was that a team bump from Orcas that gave him that positioning? I couldn't see it.
No, I think that was Buffon. And great timing by Java on that shot, too.
Absolutely. That was just good court vision, good reading. Tactical complaining about lag, but he's put in Lukman, who's outrageously worse off lag-wise. He's sitting at 700 ping. I do not know why they would make that sub right now.
Yeah, I mean, might as well play 3 versus 4.
Yeah, there must be something on Tactical's end. His ping seems okay. He is jumping a little bit. He's up to 600, 700. Orcas may have to play here with essentially 3v4. Both Lukman and Tactical are having humongous ping issues.
I'm not sure about Tactical. It must be FPS lag. He's hovering at 136, 144.
Yeah, I saw him spike up to 600, 700 a little bit ago. So
oh, really?
I don't think he's unwarranted, but he should be back down now. Hopefully he's all right. You never want a team to have to lose under those kind of conditions. That looks like Pendrinho is pausing way too much. That is technically against the rules, to my knowledge. You only get a certain number of pauses per period, and they are certainly exceeding that right now. You guys have to keep this going. And looks like we have a water break on the field. Some of the players were dehydrated. And so, as the league rules, we have to take a temporary break in order to get their fluids back up, make sure we don't have anyone pass out at their keyboards.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
Water is essential for the functions of life. Alright, Tactical is rejoined in hopes to fix his FPS or ping issues or whatever he had. And it looks like we should probably continue here. Uranus up 13-8. Hopefully this pause does not mess up their momentum at all.
A la Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Yes, this is now.
No, not gonna happen.
A great soft clear by Tip. It's making me wish a little bit that my team was in there. That's fine.
So I think it's pretty evident by this game that the Orcas are outmatched despite this goal here by them. Good job. They're still down by 5.
Score is 14-9. Yeah, well, 5 goals is 5 goals. The game has been pretty tight. It's just a few killers either way. But Tip and Java are just wrecking havoc on the bumping end. That is currently what has decided this game. Orcas have a lot of ground to make up in a very short amount of time. I don't think they're going to do it for this game, but we'll see what kind of ground they can make. It's possible, but they have to start scoring now. Oh, was not keyed in. Tip has a great save off of the post. You see the numbers right now for Uranus. That means they got bump control. 4v2. Great counterattack for Dooley. Java gets the front clear, almost get the goal. Buffon dumps into the corner, clears him out. Orcas are not communicating well. Miss pushing it forward. Now we've got it back in the Orcas side. Java comes up top. Almost has the angle, does not quite get the X. Accidentally pushes off Tip's butt, goes back to Orca's favor. Tactical gets it up to Buki in the top half. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Oh, he misses the dub. It goes backwards. Java pushing it forward. Looks like he's going to corner dump it and go for the bump. He does. Tactical there on the post. Gets the save. Tactical trying to keep him in it. Dooley tries to push it forward. Tactical going in for the clear. Pendrinho doesn't get it on Tip. Dooley pushes it forward. This might be an easy goal for Uranus if they can get there. Buki's going to corner it. Oh, great. Soft clear by Dooley. Gets the dub to get it in. Uranus is starting to pull away in this game 1. This Uranus team has been the most fascinating thing this season. Starting from Tip's non-draft to all the trades. Slow start, then this crazy, crazy comeback they've had at the end of the season.
Is this the year that Tip finally gets a ring?
It would be a heck of a story. Do so, they had to get that 7-0 comeback on me in the third period of that game. Had to win out from there.
After trading away Optic and John.
It has been a heck of a time. Tip
Nice
goes in for the
Tip.
corner shot. Uranus is starting to dig the dagger into the hearts of Orcas in this game 1. And as you start to see, if Orcas don't have the opportunity to fly around on the offensive end, everything starts to fall apart just a little bit without Fabiano. Buki gets it forward. I think Tactical doesn't quite have the angle. Buki's going to cross it up. Nobody is there on the other end.
Too bad there's no backups to put in. Otherwise, they'd be in there.
Yeah, it's curious where everybody is. Not sure who's missing right now. Godfather is not on. Sty is not on. El Fabio cannot be. So this is all they've got.
Good communication there by Uranus. Easy goal.
More pressure by Java. Java is just wreaking havoc this game. I mentioned it earlier, but he has been present on every play, disrupting the ball, moving it forward. Makes me wish I had traded for him. Maybe drafted him.
Java solidified a spot in, at worst, the first 2 rounds.
And Dooley's going to try and get it forward. Tip is probably going to get an easy goal at the end of the period here just to cap it off. Uranus is running away with this series right now.
This is just adding insult to injury.
If Orcas can't find a way to get some momentum at the start of the next game, the series is going to be over in a heartbeat. He gets in. Oh, Tip gets a fantastic save. I was going to say he gets an easy goal. I spoke too soon.
Damn, I didn't even see that.
They might score on the other end.
Oh, Java just missed it. Oh, that would happen at 5 seconds.
Counts. I think no, it's just. I think it's just right over. Yeah,
it was
it's
at
just
5.
beyond. It would have reset them at the center if it had counted. Not that it matters. It's 1-0. Uranus takes the lead in the series.
Yeah, I don't think that counts. 19-9, 10 goal win margin, and that's good enough. Damn.
Yeah, well, what happened especially, and the reason I mentioned this earlier, it's just really hard to come back from a period like that because the other team just has to start making mistakes, and you have to play a little bit reckless to try and get as many goals as fast as you need them. You never want to be down that many going into the final period. Yeah, well, I don't think we even do stats for the playoffs, so it's kind of irrelevant. But anyway, so we're about to be going into game 2 of this series. Uranus 1 up. If they win, they advance to face Titan in the finals. I believe this to be a check of some sort.
That would have been, if it's Uranus and Titans, as it appears it will be right now, that would have been the 2 underdog teams going into the playoffs.
Yeah, well, it's at both of the teams that beat me to get into the playoffs. It's a great feeling on the inside, everyone. It's a good time.
There's that consolation.
That's true. They're both playing really, really well at the end of the season. Really deserve their playoff shots, and they're making the most of them right now. Be some really interesting storylines going into that final. If we're going to talk hypothetically, we got Tip going for his first. We have old season 4 teammates in Java and Brad going against each other. Sorts of stuff happening in a final like that. Or the Orcas are going to find a way to make this happen and bring El Fabiano into the mix in the finals.
Did yesterday's game go into all 3 for the series?
What was that question? I was being angry at Buffon.
For yesterday's game between the Heroes and Titans, they play all 3 games?
I believe they went to 3 games, yes. I do not remember the exact scores. I could look that up right now. I thought that they were playing tonight. I was not aware until this morning that they actually played the games yesterday.
Dude, me neither. I was on Shout last night and then I saw that they played and I was like, what?
I believe they played it due to the attendance issues or something like that. According to Brad's post, they went Heroes 18-15 Titan first game, 13-6 Titan second game, 19-8 Titan third game. So we might see a pull away like that with the Orcas here. That's what they're hoping for. Might be a team that needs to be adjusted in the first game. You never quite know how a team's going to play in a 3-game series till you're in one. And here we have another pause by Pendrinho at the start of a game. I don't think Sid's happy about it based on his blank text. This was an issue facing the Orcas, facing the Heroes too, technically. No one likes a GM that pauses at irregular times. All right, Tip takes the kickoff. We're into the second game of this 3-game series. Uranus up 1-0. They got a decent kickoff with no pressure. Orcas going for the counterattack.
Tip!
Can't get it forward.
Thread the needle.
Tip plays pinball and gets the first goal to put Uranus up 1. This is not looking good for Orcas. They are not getting a lot of pressure right now. Tactical tried to do too much there. Tried to get the goal. Did not go for a bump. Mr. Style gets a shot. Can't get it in.
Bad angle there. Oh.
Buffon gets it forward to Dooley.
Dooley
No one's
gonna
back
get
there.
an easy
It's going to be an
score.
easy goal. Sorry to talk over you. Oh, we got an early lead for Uranus. Tactical complaining about lag again. However's going to get an easy forward right here. Oh, Bookie gets it back. What a lucky clear. That would have been an easy goal. Few team bumps by Uranus trying to get it forward. Oh, messy. Bookie gets the finish.
Nice shot.
Way to capitalize on the mistake. Maybe that'll give Orcas a little bit of confidence back.
This is a new game. They have to start over.
He tries to get it forward, does not. Java tries to get the angle, can't get it. Gets it down to Buffon, but he's too fast. To hesitate too long in the cross. Buffon goes for the clear, can't get it. Tip bumped out of the way. Orcas going on the counterattack. Pendrinho tries to get it forward, gets a bump from Buffon back up to the top. Tip gets it cleared back. They've got it in the corner. Tip is bumped out. Mr. Styles going for the power finish, can't get it. Buffon gets the angle. Pendrinho gets a soft clear, they can't get it. Uranus on the counterattack. Oh, a fantastic save on the fast break by Pendrinho. Dooley bounces it off Tactical's face to get it forward. Java going in for the clear. Barely gets it. Orcas trying to move it forward. Buffon kicks it back into the corner. Bookie corners it. Buffon gets it back again. Got the angle. Mr. Styles was there. Tip pushing it forward. Java going in for the clear. Buffon double clear. Dooley gets it around. Java going for the finish. Fantastic work by Uranus. You see the bumps from the last 2 periods of the first game starting to come to fruition again, putting a lot of pressure on Orcas. They're just looking like a wholly different team right now. Uranus is doing all the right things. Orcas are trying to do too much. Really getting it forward, no clearers. Java's in the back there. Really going to go for the clear in the bottom. Buffon and Java go for the same clear. Tip gets up to the top, tries to get it down. Buffon doesn't get any clears. Orca's going on the counterattack. Dooley gets it back up to Buffon. Tactical and try and push it forward, but Buffon gets it. He has the angle. He's going to make the shot. He's going to get the goal.
4-1. Is it too soon to say it's over?
It's very much too soon to say it's over. Give them some credit. This is still, Orcas are still a good team. They still have the chance to score a lot of goals and come back. What we're seeing right now is people like Tactical trying to do it all on their own. We're seeing a lot of isolation, space bounce, and Uranus is using bumps and using clears, and that's always going to win over isolation. Orcas need to calm down, get some clears, get some of the easy shots rather than all the difficult angles and bodies there in the way. Situations like this, it becomes defense translates to offense. If you try and keep pushing it, trying to keep coming back, they're just going to score more on you. Same concepts as a 1v1 match. Like we have another pause here, possibly try and handle lag or just calm down. Lookman's still sitting at 999, can't even use him as a sub. Orcas really have no choice as far as their lineup right now. Notable that Lalo has been on the bench, I believe, since Buffon took over for him. I wonder how many goals they're going to have to go up before tag comes in. Still sitting in a pause here. Tiff's starting to complain about the length of the timeout. Orca's taking a long time trying to get any momentum back that they can. Go down much further in this period, it's going to be pretty hard to come back for them. Decent kickoff for Orcas if they can capitalize. Buki coming up top.
Oh, sweet. No. If it had been a lot stronger, it would have been a sweet shot.
Yeah, it's very hard to get the kind of strength in the wall there. Dooley gets it forward. That was a silly play.
Wow.
Here you see Orcas trying to push for goals. It might start happening even more. Uranus is just going to start picking them apart. They pause the game again, taking way too many timeouts here. Looks like they're trying to change the lineup, putting Tactical up front, and just trying to get some rhythm, doing all they can.
This is too much, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you've ever watched some of the FSB games, it's mayhem as far as how many pauses and things going on.
Get it. Too slow. Oh, that works.
Great adjustment by Mr. Style on the angle. Trying to get him back into this. I don't think the Orcas are dead yet. Good for them. Buki trying to get it forward. Java's up there. Mr. Style gets it forward. Buffon's in the way. Oh, fantastic clear.
Hurry, damn.
Tactical team bumps, and Buki does not react fast enough to get the easy goal. He should have been moving forward. I don't know what happened there.
No Orcas on the field. Wow. Good play there with Mr. Style.
Tip tried to use Buki to pound it in there. Dooley might get the easy goal here. He does. Orca's just filled with mistakes right now. Look at that kickoff. Easy possession back to Uranus. Got lead clearers. Buffon's going to go in for a clear. Dooley's down at the ball. Buffon for the clear. Team bumps. Boom, boom, boom. Dooley gets the bump back up. Java for the clear. Dooley for the easy goal.
Wow.
Uranus is not playing with any flaws right now. They are just doing a fantastic job. All credit to them. Oh, that might be a little bit of a momentum shift. Easy goal off the kickoff for Orcas. Just the angle. Uranus wasn't set properly. They got to start getting some easy goals here, though. Buffon comes back in. Java getting clears.
Holy crap! Hey, Seth, gift that for me, please.
I'm not even recording. When the recording's up, I'll make it. Man.
That was ridiculous.
That was a... Dooley strapped a cow catcher to his stomach and just ran right in there. Oh, Dooley's back. Is he going to get rewarded? Oh, he gets it down. No, he gets hit by the post. Buffon tries to keep it right in the sweet spot. Can't get it. Orcas need to score here. Get some momentum back before the period ends. They are starting to get absolutely buried. It is so hard to come back when you're behind. Or Uranus trying to get it forward for one more goal. Java going in for the clear.
Just corner it.
Fawn trying to get up. Doesn't look like anyone's going to get there in time. No, nope. And that ends at 8-3 in favor of Uranus after the first period. Here we see all the things I talked about at the end of the last game. Orcas trying too much. Uranus keeping up the pressure, keeping up the solid clears. Being a team. Dooley not making any noise. They're just operating on all cylinders right now.
Nice, Dooley. He says 5 goals this period. That's more than his entire season.
We shouldn't rail on Dooley that hard. He's had a pretty good season. He's a bit of a chore to deal with, but he's not a bad player by any means. Otherwise, Uranus wouldn't have him in right now.
Do you know what flag Uranus is using tonight?
I heard them mention it. I do not know exactly what flag it is.
Hey, anybody out there watching the stream, can you tell us what flag that is?
All right, and we have the second period kicked off here. Orcas need to get some pressure fast and make up some distance this period. Otherwise, it's going to be over. Mr. Style gets a clear. Great pressure by him. But Java's there to disrupt it. Java gets it forward to Buffon. Dooley. Oh, no one's back there. No one's back there. Dooley's going to finish it.
Oh man.
Can't stave it. See this so often with the Orcas. They're going to be pushing, and if they lose possession, they are extended way too far up, especially when Fabiano's not that back there. He is the most experienced goalkeeper on that team. This is not a defensive-minded team in any way.
No, they're pretty much swift. Yep, hit you like thunder. And that offense has not been flashing tonight because they're getting manhandled. Case in point.
Yeah. Another thing is with the focus that the playoffs bring, especially a team that knows how to bump and prioritizes bumping, it all comes together much better. During the regular season, people are on doing other things. People aren't as focused. You'll see it's way easier for the Orcas just to rack up goals. In a game like this, Uranus is focused and they are primed. Java's going to go in for the clear. Buffon's waiting. Tried to get it to Java. Almost got there. Finally a counterattack, but Dooley disrupts it. Orcas just have no position on the field right now. Now we see a 3v1 against Buki.
Easy goal.
And you can't do anything about that.
On the line.
Oh,
no goal.
Oh,
it was hovering on the line for like 3 seconds.
That's brilliant. If this game was closer than that, would be awful. Awful for Uranus. I don't think they're going to dwell on it too much. Dooley's going to get it forward. You see nobody in the backfield right there. Java's got a chance. Now they're rushing back to defense, bumping themselves in the team. Dooley gets the clear if they can get it crossed up. No. Tip trying to get it forward past Mr. Styles. He does. Gets it top. Tactical has possession. He's got a shot. No, they're all rotating back to defense. Great save by Tip. Great rotation.
Yeah, they came back pretty quick.
And nobody in the backfield again. Easy goal. Easy series. Uranus is now up 11-3. They are just taking it from the Orcas.
So who do you like, Uranus versus Titans?
Well, it's a little too soon to speak, but I mean that series is going to be hard to tell. With the way Uranus is playing right now, I'd have to give them the advantage. But them and Titan have a very similar team makeup. Mr. Style trying to get it crossed down. Some self-clears by Uranus, but they still have another counterattack. Tip is going to bring it forward. He's going to dump it in the corner. Smart move. Goes for the clear. Doesn't get it. The job is there to keep the play alive. Orcas have a bit of a counterattack, but they can't make anything of it. Tactical tries to get it up. Buffon gets it back. Tip has the angle. He was hoping for a clear from Dooley and Java. He gets it. Easy goal. If they play like this in the finals, Uranus can very, very easily win this thing. Godfather has finally joined the room. Immediately gets subbed in. But the Orcas have a humongous gap to make up in the next approximately 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Exactly 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Uranus sitting up 12-3 right now. That is a humongous gap. One of the largest the Orcas have probably seen all season. Alva tries to get the angle, Pinero adjusts at least. Godfather is rusty. I don't know if he's going to be able to come in here fresh and make that much of a difference. Godfather does not get any pressure on the ball. Buki trying to keep it forward. Tactical going for the clear. He gets it. Godfather gets a nice bump on tip. Keeps it in the corner. Orcas are pushing. We'll see if they can make something on this here. They got to start scoring fast.
Yeah, they got 9 goals to score just to tie it.
They still got time, but like I said...
Yeah, 6 minutes.
Oh, tried to get the counterattack. Pinjero's going to get it forward. This is going to be an easy goal for the Orcas. Okay. Oh, he does not adjust to the angle at all. That was insane. Tactical.
He usually gets that in his sleep.
Tactical there. Could have gone for the block and let Godfather get the easy goal, but instead he tries to adjust his angle. Orcas are playing sloppy.
They're done. They're not into it anymore.
I just think it's too much of a... Oh.
Wow.
This is starting to become far too much of a goal to make up. This is all Uranus all day. Tactical talking about DDoSers again, putting Lukeman into the team. Lukeman, I believe, is still 999. I don't think he's even capable of playing. He's at 500 ping.
Screw it. Why not? What's the worst that can happen?
That's true. Hey. I mean, that's a white flag for the Orcas. This series is over. Hopefully they can make it respectable, but it really is sad to see the #1 team just go down in this kind of fashion. Makes me wish El Fabiano was at least here to make it interesting.
Yeah, there were so many people that thought that the Orcas were going to repeat because the Orcas were dominant for the better part of the regular season.
Well, they were. I mean, if you watch them at the end of the series or the end of the season, and without El Fabiano, they weren't dominant. I mean, they were winning, but not by the margins they won at the start of the season. I think teams were just sloppy, not together, especially once Uranus started to coagulate. They beat them on the final game day to get into the playoffs. I mean, finally a goal from Orcas after 4:51 in the second period. But yeah, Titan and Uranus were my picks to go through, and they have been playing. They've been playing their best rather than the Orcas just being stagnant.
Shout out to my boy Yogi, my man.
This means that they are down 14-3, 11 goals going into the final period. It would require an absolutely record-breaking period for them to come back. I think that we can almost, for sure, say that this series is over.
It would require all of Uranus getting DDoS for 5 minutes straight.
14-4, excuse me. That's a double-digit final period. I don't see Uranus giving up that kind of goal. We'll see if he puts in Lalo and Tag for some time as we go on.
I'm surprised they're not in. I mean, it's a 10-goal lead. Why not put them in?
Bury them is why. I mean, because Tip is fully aware. I mean, like I said, they had to overcome a 5-goal lead to beat the Orc Cloud just to get in the playoffs. They definitely are sensitive about large comebacks, and they're not going to take any risks until they're up probably 15 goals. And that's exactly what I would do in this situation. So, can't blame them.
Alright, so if the Orcas get 2 goals per minute here and allow nothing, they'll tie the game. Let's see if they make it happen.
It's possible. It would be insane.
When you think about it, 2 goals a minute, it's not far out there. But...
Well, I mean, what you have to have is the bump control, because if like we saw, if they're battling, like for the first period of the first game, a goal was not scored until about 1:10 in, and if Uranus moves at that pace, there's no way you can come back.
Yeah.
But the trick here is that Uranus just has to keep bumping and not make easy mistakes. That's how Orc Cloud lost to them in the first place. That's why they're here, so they know what to do.
Yeah, we're just trying to put some drama into it as best we can, so we don't lose our ratings, right, Seth?
Hey, I mean, it's not like there's any other Space Bounce games going on right now. Oh, there's D2. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not sure if that was a dig or...
No, those are actually probably very interesting. I just forgot they were happening because I'm a D1 GM. I apologize, D2. I love you. I played in D2. It's a fine league. Godfather gets a goal. They start to pick it apart, maybe somehow.
Oh, you know what? PG is actually streaming D2, I think.
All right, Buffon has been taken out. Layla has been putting in. Give him some time. Oh, no, Layla's back out. Buffon is actually still in. I apologize. I have erred. I have lied to you, stream, and I hope that I can retain your trust at least a little bit.
No, you're done. You can't betray the public's trust.
Godfather gets
a
second goal. No, Pendrita finishes.
Okay.
The score is now 14-6. They have a chance.
So we said average 2 goals a minute. They got 2 goals in 40 seconds.
Lead is now down to 8. Orcas are known to score fast. Tag gets put in, possibly as a defensive. Oh, I think Tag is here. Possibly a defensive move by Tip. Try and get a fresh face in there. I know Tag is a good bumper.
Come on, Orcas. Make this entertaining.
All right, Pendrita is going to get it forward. Tip goes for the goal. Style there. Easily disrupts the play. Very, very important that happened.
Go.
All right, looks like they could not communicate. They should have flashed to get the ball. Oh, really awkward corner. Tag's gonna get the cross.
Empty net.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Style in there.
Almost had the angle on it. Lucky that Tag missed that shot.
They're rushing too much right now.
Oh, fantastic clear by Tag. Brings the goal lead back up to 9 goals. Can't give up a lot of those if they have any hope of making this close. Dooley gets it down to Tip. Mr. Styles tries to interrupt. Pendrijo's going to try and get it back forward. Godfather gets a bump on Tip in the bottom, but Java gets it forward again, causing all sorts of havoc in this series. I would say that Java trade has really changed this Uranus team. I don't think they would be here without him.
Yeah, Tip will be the first one to admit that. That's when they started winning.
I mean, once they got him, it's really cleaned up what they're doing. Pendrijo gets it forward. We're 2 minutes in now. They are not making up the goals they need to. Godfather gets it down. Pendrijo gets it clear in the corner. Mr. Styles is going to get an easy goal here.
Dude.
It's now 15-5. 15-7, excuse me. 15-7. Makes it still an 8-goal lead. Gonna have to start scoring here. Oh, good clear by Pendrijo. Java tries to get the save. He can't get it. 15-8.
Okay, 7 goals. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
I've seen worse happen. At least they're in it right now. Tip trying to calm his team down. Hammering the collapse of the Ort Octopi. Trying not to repeat fate. Trying not to let karma rear its ugly head.
I think Tip had enough karma last season with the team.
I think Tip has had enough karma GMing for 10 seasons and winning nothing.
Yeah. Give him something.
I'm always glad to see Tip. Tip always makes the playoffs more interesting. Is he going to win it? Is he not? After he wins, I don't know. I don't know if the league's going to survive. Oh, Java making havoc. Scoring all sorts of goals, getting all sorts of bumps. Just taking it away from Orcas. They had a glimmer of hope.
The Orcas are bunching way too much, man. It's so easy to bump them. Look at that.
Well, they're getting aggressive. They're trying to make things happen. That's when you start making mistakes.
They've been like that all night, though.
That's true, but I guess it's just some of their play style. But so often in this game, you'll just see one big bleed period, and once that happens, it's just it doesn't make any sense. They're trying to make something of it. Score is now 16-9. 7-goal lead again. Just 2 minutes, though. That's a lot of time to make those goals up in. They're going to have to score off kickoffs and score fast. And require a humongous collapse from Uranus.
This will be the second period that the Orcas win, if they maintain this lead. The other period that they won was the very first one of the very first game. After that, in between, it's just a complete collapse.
Almost a goal off the kickoff by Layla. That was real powerful. Dooley gets it forward, goes for the bump. Mr. Style brings it back. Layla gets a disruption. Tip gonna try and get it forward. Pedro gonna try and get a score. Godfather gonna try to adjust. He's on the post. He can't get it past. Oh, just bad luck. Buki mixes the X. Godfather is not just to the angle. Oh, messy play. Misses the bump on Tip. Tip's gonna try and get it forward. They're wasting so much time right now, though. Pressure by Dooley. Layla's gonna come through the top. The Justice too far down to the bottom. Mr. Style bumps it, gets the clear. Buki for the goal. Almost off the post. It is starting to etch their names into the gravestone. Orcas season slowly and painfully coming to an end.
In other news, D2's game is completed. And the Euros won, they advance. Nice. If the Euros win the finals, McCutcheon comes back.
Hey, well, that'll be fascinating.
Hey, I'm rooting for him.
That means Snow's one chance at a cup has failed, and he may slip away into retirement. Layla pounding the goal. Uranus has dug the dagger deep into the hearts of the Orcas, and their season is going to end right here in the semifinals, and we are going to have a Titan and Uranus final. It's the two oldest teams as far as team history in this league.
Nice twist.
We're going to get it forward. Laylo gets it back with a wonderful boost from Tip.
We're in the last 20 seconds of the game now.
Uranus trying to get one more goal out of it just to drive the point home. Great angle by Dooley, but Boogie's there for the save. Great dub. Tip gets it back in. Laylo bumps Style. Godfather bumps Dooley. Dooley using his body all over the place.
4, 3, 2, 1. Game over.
And that is the season for the Orcas. Uranus is going to advance with some wonderful, wonderful play. They have really turned it up. Final game day, having to win 3-0 to get into the playoffs, beating the Orcas in 2-0 and headed to the finals to face Titan. We are going to have a very, very fascinating championship Sunday.
Yeah, good history in both teams there on Sunday, because tonight Uranus knocks out Orcas in just 2 games with an average score of 18-9.
And we saw what happens when you bump against the Orcas, and what happens when El Fabiano is not in. The Orcas had no defensive presence tonight, but still very well played. They had a very fantastic season. They dominated for most of it. Shame they had to go down like this, but a really great story for Tip, taking a team he did not draft, moving the pieces, and now is in the finals. We'll see if he can piece it together this year. Sometimes the team you want is never the team you think is going to make it.
Very true.
He was dominant. Everyone expected him to win the cup. Orcas came through almost as a surprise and just dominated this time. He's got the underdog against the other underdog in a battle of the dogs, not Michael Vick style.
So if Tip does win, it'll be a second consecutive season in which the winning team was drafted by a different GM.
Is it safe to say I will have the opportunity to commentate on the final game?
Yeah, I would say so. Definitely. You made it a lot easier.
As I pitch myself verbally in front of the public, so I could not be refused.
You made it a lot easier to do like scorekeeping and stuff like that. On that note, Savislav, I thank you very much for joining me today and making the job a lot easier. And hopefully I will see you again come Championship Sunday.
All right, well, that wraps it up.
Thanks a lot, guys, for watching tonight. See you in a few days.